You know what? Whatever you're working on, it's time to go. Get it done. Get that work done. Bring it to light. May is a beautiful, blessed month. I think for some of you too, it's not necessarily the friend that is the Gemini. It's just Gemini season. You're naturally going to have blessings come through. You vibe with that energy really well, Sag. So pay attention to what comes through in Gemini season, especially starting at the end of the month. Okay, this probably, I feel some sort of breakthrough with this come through for you before the end of the month. I'm feeling around the 30th of May. It's time to launch something, Sag. For some of you, it feels like a move. It feels like a move. It feels like a new career. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling a relocation. Sitting at the center of your reading is what do you desire. Make sure this month you're very clear with yourself and also very clear with the universe what it is that you want. Okay. Whether this is a relocation, it's a change of some sort, it's launching a project, it's getting something out there. What is the purpose of doing all of that? Are you just going to move for new scenery, or do you want a new experience? For some of you, I just keep getting this energy of social. Some of you want to relocate to be closer to friends. You want to relocate so you have a fresh start because you don't really have a social life. You're not really connecting to people in your current environment. Get clear with the universe, not just, okay, I want friends, I want people around, I want to be social. Get clear with the kind of friends, the kind of energy, the kind of experience, because I do feel this for you, Sag. You will naturally make friends wherever you go, okay? People love you, they love your energy, they love your empathy. It's a beautiful thing, but not everybody meets you where you are at. You want to get clear with the universe, especially in the realm of social circles and friendships. You want friends that can give as much as you give. Friends who will be open to receiving what you would like to give them and vice versa. There has to be a better balance, but it seems like you want quality over quantity right now. Be clear with the universe about that because you could start manifesting, but without some of those specifics, you may not be all the way fulfilled. And why make all these big changes, you know, to kind of get some of the same energy and situations come through. So you have an opportunity to really manifest throughout the month of May, especially Gemini season. I really just keep hearing and feeling that for you, Sag. Something totally different. What do you want this new change to look like? What is the shift for you? What do these new people act like, talk like? What do they, you know, how do they make you feel? What would you like that new project, that new career? What does that bring full circle for you? How much money do you need to make? There does feel like a little bit of a disconnect. You know that you want to change. You even know the area that you want to change, but it seems like you haven't gone further than that. So journal. Really, really, really have clear thoughts around this so the universe knows what it truly is that you want so it can be brought full circle by the end of May. Blessing in disguise. It feels like something ended for you. It feels like something didn't work out. It feels like an ending that you chose, especially for those of you who are choosing to move. For so many of you, a move keeps coming through this card right now. The ending was perfect. The timing was perfect. That person who didn't love at the highest level and so you had to get out of that situation, it happened exactly the way it was meant to. There is something bigger and better. There's some sort of catalyst right now, especially for those of you who feel like relationships have just ended recently. It feels like you were the reason why it ended. Like you chose for it to end. Don't get too caught up on something not working out right now. I feel like for so many of you, it's because you're not meant to settle where you are. There's something else, there's something bigger and better in a different location, in a different place. That doesn't necessarily mean you're relocating like across the country. For some of you, it will. But it just feels like your current environment, it isn't it. So for you to be calling in high level love in that place, you'd wind up being rooted somewhere where you're not destined to be, that really the energy of it, you're just not in alignment with, okay? So trust that whatever has ended, whatever hasn't worked out, is really a blessed prayer answered, even if it doesn't feel like that at the beginning of the month. Look at this. This is what this energy is. Clarify by let your past go. It's a blessing in disguise. So if there's anything you don't have full peace with yet, you'll get there this month. It feels like you get there this month, and that's why you move forward. You recognize how important it is for you to move forward, to move beyond something, to start something new. Whatever it was in your past that didn't work out, truly it was blessed. Sometimes we don't see it that way. We ask universe to heal a situation and we have a specific outcome in mind. And when we get the opposite outcome or just a different outcome, we feel like the prayer wasn't answered. Meanwhile, universe answered it perfectly. That's what this is. Something has been answered perfectly, even if that's not the outcome you thought, okay, or initially wanted. You'll see. At some point in May, by the end of May, you see why something didn't work out and why you're better off for it, okay? You guys are definitely moving. I'm telling you. What do you desire? Clarified. Center of your reading now. Change in direction. A move always comes through this, okay? So go for it. I'm getting move here, move major. This is at the center of your reading. If you're thinking about moving, it is so blessed. It is just so blessed. But you want to invest time to get clear again with universe. So what do you want the move to look like? Where do you want to go? What kind of people? What kind of experience do you want to have there? What kind of money? What kind of job? Okay? Get clear so you can manifest this at the highest level. Go. Go. Don't let fear stop you. Some of you will end May in a completely different city, in a completely different home, or at least you'll get the ball rolling on that. But it does feel like this will kind of happen quick. This can happen quick. You don't have to sit around and make sure all the pieces come together perfectly. It just sort of feels like they already have spiritually. Sorry, Sag, had a little kitty jump up and interrupt us. As long as you are clear with what it is you're trying to manifest, this can happen very quickly for you. It just feels like this will happen quick. Just don't let fear, don't procrastinate because of fear, okay? You don't need to. This is a very blessed change. But you get clarity this month. And maybe it's the friend that helps you get clarity. Maybe it's the friend that helps you with the move, okay? This could also be a career move. For some of you, it's starting a family, but the dominant energy here in this reading and this change really has to do with different careers, different jobs, but especially jobs and careers that take you to a new city, you moving to a new place. It does feel like it's not in the same town. For the majority of you who are moving, for you to move a town over, it just doesn't feel like a big enough move. Where do you really want to live? What kind of experience do you really want to have? Let that guide you. There's something intuitive about where to move. You know where that is. You may already have a pulse somewhere new. That's it. You can trust that. Blessing in disguise is clarified by trustworthy guidance. First of all, this transition that you're feeling is universe speaking to you, and you can trust that. You can trust this transition. You can trust that all will be cared for. Also trust, again, what ended, what now you have to leave in the past. Trust that that was all for your highest good. There's a project, there's a career, there's a breakthrough, there's some sort of life transition that's happening now. That can happen because something all got cleared out. For so many of you, I mean for the millionth time, you have a new experience in a new location. Wow, what beautiful energy crowning your reading. You have Archangel Michael who comes through. There's nothing to worry about, okay? This is so beautiful. Go out and have fun. Go out and enjoy yourself. If you're still dealing with, you're struggling cutting some energy cords, you're struggling coming full circle after breakups, reach out to your friends. They want to help you. You will be feeling better by the time you get to the end of May. I promise you. There's some sort of connection between you, Gemini, the Gemini energy, Gemini birthday season. Everything comes together for you in that space. It's perfect timing. Bottom of the deck, we have give and receive. This applies to people, romantic partners, well, business too, business partners, friendships. You want to make sure that people can meet you where you are, that you're getting back what you give as well, okay? Imbalance in all relationships, that doesn't serve you anymore, and you're conscious of this. We have shower of abundance, okay? Also at the bottom of the deck. It's more than just money, but it is money. This definitely feels like a big change in career. But there's an abundance of love. There's an abundance of joy. I feel like I'm channeling there's an abundance of sunshine. So some of you may be moving somewhere where it's very sunny, maybe by the water, but just a lot of sun. It may be a hotter climate than you're used to, but it feels very healthy for you. A lot of sunshine. You could be dealing with a Leo. A Leo may be coming in with their brilliant sun and really blessing your life. But I feel like you get help from somebody, or you are being asked to help somebody maybe with their transition. But regardless, it definitely feels like this transition, this move definitely applies to you, not the friend. Okay, Sag, let's take a look at love. See how this applies to love. Just want to hold this up one more time. Do you see Archangel Michael? Talk to Archangel Michael this month, okay? Especially if you're not sure if you can make this change or see the suit of completion. Okay, Sag in love, May 2019. Sag in love, May 2019. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling some separation, Sag, but I'm being told to tell you to trust it. Trust in it. Some people, it's not that there was a bad relationship there. You almost would have success if you wound up in a new location and that person met you in the new location. You'd actually have a healthy relationship. But Spirit's preventing you, or has been trying to prevent you from settling down in a place that really wasn't of your highest good. I don't know why there's such a big energy around move for you. Something's calling you there, life purpose connection, okay? And so if you're dealing with separations, please have some peace that this is truly of your highest good. Look at this, especially as you go through these transitions. It feels like someone's expressing love to you. You are expressing love to somebody. This feels like new love. Even if you've gone through a breakup recently, it feels like you meet somebody new. It feels like one person. It doesn't feel like an abundance of, oh, wow, followed by true love. It just feels like you narrow down to one person. Even if you're single and you're used to like choosing between 3 or 4 different people, it doesn't seem to be the case. Or even if there are 3 or 4 different people interested in you, you're not giving them the time of day. Something in May. And for some of you, it's coming full circle with love, and that's your peace and that's your transition. There's one person. There's one person that you want to love. There's one person who's loving you the right way. Obviously, for those of you in committed relationships, this applies to you. You know this is your true love. There's more love that you'll be expressing and tapping into in the month of May. There's a lot of joy here. You're going to have fun. You're going to be social. But for those of you single, or for those of you who maybe have been dating a few different people, it doesn't feel like you'll be dating a few different people for long. It's almost like you don't need that. You have gotten clear on what you want in relationships. And because of that, and because you've let go of people in the past, it's like this comes through pretty quickly, especially if you're single. It feels like it comes through quickly. Even if you've had a really big gap between, and especially for those of you who have had a really big gap between your last serious relationship and now, something comes to fruition toward the end of the month in love, big time. Finances and career. This has to do with why you need to move. For those of you who need the transition, finances and career, very much on your mind, very much a priority, and that's still beautiful. I do see you balancing love and career very well, very gracefully. But wow, this true love that sits at the center of your reading. Does that feel real to you? Can you honor that energy that's showing up for you? Can you allow universe to bring that all the way in for single Sag? Because I'm feeling a little resistance here, but it's the most beautiful energy. Okay, express your love. Somebody who you will have legitimate feelings for. Spirit is asking you to trust. It's this message of trust. Trust in your process. Trust in endings. Trust that you can handle new beginnings and new transitions. There really is love for you here, but it's not just any old love. It's this love. This is what you're calling in. This person may already be in your life. If this person is already in your life, I feel like you're celebrating them. Maybe they're a Gemini and you're celebrating a birthday. But I feel like for those of you who call in this true love this month, or have already called in this beautiful partner, I see you guys celebrating. True love is being clarified by religious and spiritual factors. There's a deep, deep, deep soulmate connection here. This is very high level. Again, this came through very strong for Gemini. Sag, there's just a crossover. You may want to watch the Gemini video too. But it's real. It's someone you can count on. This feels very long lasting. You may be in a committed relationship right now, Sag. You may not realize quite yet, but that may come full circle in May, that this person is meant to be in your life. Like truly meant to be a life partner. You may not see that yet. But if you don't, you'll have that clarity before the end of May. They're just it just feels very grounded and very special. It feels like somebody that you would almost want to protect that love a little bit. You don't want it posted online too much. You don't want to tell everybody about this relationship quite yet. You haven't met each other's friends and family. It feels protective, like you still want to be in that bubble with this person while you feel it out. It's a good month to stay in that space. Maybe don't be too out there in front of the world on social media. Maybe don't do that with your partner quite yet. It just feels like you guys, I heard the word cocoon. So it's sort of like being under like cozy blankets and laying and cuddling and staying in. Or if you're social, it's just the two of you going out and having a fun night. That feels like what this energy is. It feels very stable, very, very grounded, but like very pure and very loving. I just got very calm. When I tap into this true love energy, it's like, if you had any anxieties around love, this person just grounds you. You're so grounded and you're so rooted, and you know that you can trust them. This is a trustworthy partner for you, Sag. This is someone who wants to stick around for a while. Finances and career, clarified by flirt. Well, you may be meeting somebody while you travel for work in an environment where you work in, but it does feel like for those of you moving for work, start flirting in that new city. Start meeting people. Go on those dates, okay? I feel like finances and career, especially if you're moving for career, it's actually bringing you closer to love. Like it's all connected for you. Also make sure for those of you who are working too much that you're still having fun and you're still flirting with your partner and you're still playful, okay? Someone may be feeling a little bit of a disconnect. Wow, there's such beautiful energy. Give your relationship a chance. Crowns your reading. Bottom of the deck, we have wedding. And we have passion, okay? We'll come back to bottom of the deck cards, but give your relationship a chance. Look, if you're in a committed relationship, if you're going through any sort of an issue, especially if somebody's working too much, just work on fixing that. Rein it in. Have a little bit of a better balance. It really feels like whatever needs to change this month will. Okay? This is not somebody you do not want to walk away. Give that person a chance. Work on it. Heal together and continue moving forward with that love. This really feels like a life partner. For those of you who are single, be open because I feel some resistance. You're not used to calling in this high level love. You're used to people who come and go after a few weeks, a few months, it feels like, Sag. And this is a different energy. Give yourself a real opportunity to call this person in, to allow this to manifest in your life. When they show up, you don't have to rush it. Just trust in the process. Just stay open to love. It's a big message for you, but stay open to a new experience in love. Okay, so we have true love here at the center of your reading. This beautiful message crowning to give love and relationships a chance. This true love, this is first of all, it's high level commitment. It feels like a life partner. There's so much passion there. Oh my God, there's so much passion. If you feel a disconnect in this area of your relationship a little bit, Sag, just because someone's working too much, don't feel like now it's some big core issue and it can't heal. This person's a life partner. So many of you are with or will be calling in life partners, people who really will be with you for a very long time, really destined, very high level soulmate. But this true love energy is so peaceful and calm and loving. If you have an experience that isn't that, that's probably not the person that's coming through in this reading, okay? Make space for this person who is safe, that is loving, who can and will commit, who's ready to do that. You may, if you're in a committed relationship and you're not already married, I'm also feeling like you guys may start talking about that.